11:30 in the morning, 92 degrees, looking beautiful out. Oh, I'm going to be heading off to the shop a little later. Figured I'd do a little short driving live, answer any questions. We do have our October sale going on. Code SPOOKY, 15% off all of our SM17s and 19s in graphite black, as well as hunter orange, including our tiger stripe camo. She good? What's going on, man? Just doing a short talking about our sale going on all month long. Right now it's at 15% off strip slide, hunter orange, 19s and 17s. Still morning for me. Gotta love time zones, but it's about to be noon. Won't be too long on this live. Just driving for a bit. Go meet somebody, then I'm probably heading off to the shop. Still working on that 26. Trying to get some new orders and new contracts in. Afternoon or morning, depends on what time zone you're in. Welcome to our live, talking about our October sale. Still working on the 26. Working on getting some new contracts and some new orders coming in. Well, how are we all doing this beautiful Thursday? Empty blue sky right now. Driving through Arizona. Beautiful blue skies. Hey, Focus, what's going on, man? Talking about our October sale. 15% off our SM19 and 17 strip slides. Graphite black and hunter orange. All models, all 17s, all 19s. Black and orange. Little Halloween vibe. Probably the longest sale we've ever done. I don't think we've ever done one for an entire month before. We've done one for a week, but I don't think we've done one for an entire month. Should help everybody out, if they're looking for a strip slide anyway. Oh, you guys probably can't see it on the cam, but coming up on our left is a beautiful A10 flying through the sky. Gotta love that plane. Gotta respect the bird. Cool thing about taking this road, you get to see A-10s, F-16s, occasionally get to see some F-35s, Blackhawks from time to time, some C-130s of course. Cool little route. Then of course the Air Force graveyard. They've got all those mothballed planes. Of course, the construction never ends. All over the city. We're always working on roads at all times. But yep. SM19 and 17, the Zoom, the Helmet, the Turbo, the Viper, all 15% off this entire month in graphite black and hunter orange, including the Tiger camo, that orange Tiger with both, you guessed it, graphite black and hunter orange. 15% this month. The longest sale we've ever done. Never done a month-long one. Still working on the 26. Still a few more kinks we're just not quite happy with. Don't be wrong, it runs. Like, we've taken it to the range, it runs. We're just not happy. It needs a little bit more. And once we get it 100%, boom, 26s. Same thing with the 43, we'll do that too, and something will make us unhappy about it. We'll keep tinkering with it until we like it. Once we like it, it gets produced. Then, of course, comes the range testing, several hundred to 1,000 rounds to make sure that it's actually good to go. Which ain't cheap. Probably doing that one at an indoor range too. We could go out to the desert. It is getting cooler now. This morning I think it was like 67. At least for a little bit before the temps started rising. So not bad. Finally cooling off a little. I mean, hell, it's almost noon and we're only at 95. So progress. Of course, being in Arizona, I will tell you all, you should probably drink some water. I'm drinking some right now. Gotta stay hydrated. Can't move and groove if you're not hydrated. But, I think I'd like to do another desert one. Then we can do some more range videos for you guys, which would be pretty sweet. The last one, we didn't have a tripod. And we got kind of distracted by just doing the actually gotten out. Yep. Yep. Looks like I can see you guys with top chat, but I can't see all chat. Thank you, YouTube, once again. Oh, yeah, I've been driving by the Air Force Base. Kicked all the people watching that. Okay. Yep, get signal jams there sometimes. It happens. Lose connection. Hey, FE Ordnance, what's going on, man? Just talking about our sale. Working on the 26 still. Oh, hey, there we go. You guys might be able to see them. Bunch of old planes just mothballed up, sitting out there in the sun. You'll see guys working on them from time to time. Stripping off old coatings, putting new ones on. Just a big ass air fleet, and it goes for a ways. Like, we see it going down the road, but it goes back a ways too. And that's not the only side. There's another one on the other side of the road too. So just planes upon planes. Oh yeah, if you're getting a black one or an orange one, this is the month to do it. Code's live on the website. Working on that 26 though. It's frustrating, I know, because like it runs. We've tested it. We're just not 100% happy with it, and so it's just getting delayed a little bit. It's part of it's like, we could release it. It runs, but it would just bother the hell out of us. I believe she has it on the list of things, slides to mail out. She might have already mailed it out. I don't know. You should get an email if she asked you for one. You should get an email with the tracking info. I'll have to follow up with her today. Half the family's been sick, so we're all just avoiding each other. A few of them have been out of the shop. But I believe it was going to be a black 17 turbo slide. Top ported window, front grip serrations. So I saw her pull it off the shelf last time we had talked about it. And she had put it on her shipping desk. Just putter it along. Right on. Early day today. Got up at 3, had to go change out a busted end mill. Then go work and do the side job. And then I'll be back to the shop a little later. 400 round count, hose fees, 12 stages. Oh, right on. If you're posting it on your channel, let me know. Be sure to check it out. Oh, the road's been amazingly quiet today. We got a few snowbirds coming in, but they're not all here yet. It's been nice driving. You'll always tell when they get into town, all the out-of-state plates, and then of course they drive 5 to 15 miles under the speed limit, and then they never use turn signals. It's like, I get it, you're here on vacation for the winter, but the rest of us got places to be. Could you speed it up a little? But no, you'll see them puttering along down the road, going under the speed limit. Occasionally the cops will pull them over, the sheriff's department mostly. And they'll give them tickets or warnings for driving under the speed limit. Funny thing is they do it every year. You'd think they'd know by now. Like a lot of them live here in the winter, and then they go live back East Coast and for the rest of the year, you know, summer or spring through fall. Which, I mean, I don't really blame them. I wouldn't want to live in snow. But they could drive the speed limit. Oh, hoping to do another outdoor range this month too. Pretty sweet. I need to get a tripod. That way I'm not just shooting with one hand and holding the camera with the other. Because that was seriously awkward. Really hard to do. Still reaching out to businesses. I know gun sales are slow across the country right now. I mean, happens every time you get a Republican president. Gun sales just kind of go down a bit. There's nobody pushing a bunch of anti-gun laws, except California, of course, right now. It's kind of weird, right? Like, you want to get pro-gun politicians in because, you know, 2A is the way. But then if you happen to be in the 2A industry, Democrat politicians, anti-gunners, boost your sales. Yeah, anti-gunners, like the people who hate guns the most, are the best gun salesmen. They really make people just like, man, I gotta go out and buy one. Mostly because of all the crazy stuff they say. It's like, let me go say some nonsensical things about firearms in the Second Amendment. And people just look at that person and go, you're elected? Oh yeah, I'm going to go buy a gun. Yeah, California, my God. For those of you not in the know, California is banning future Glock sales. That should go into effect probably July. Uh-oh, do we have a... Thing's blinking. Do we have an ambulance or a fire truck? Yep, fire truck. Get out of the fire truck's way, people. Get the fuck out of the fire truck's way, people. It ain't complicated. Gosh darn. Oh, what was I talking about? Crazy gun politicians. Yeah. They're the best salesmen for it. They really are. Oh, right, California. Sorry. Lost my track there. So, anyway, banning all future Glock sales. So, California already banned Glock Gen 4s and Gen 5s. So, if you lived in California, the only thing you could buy were Generation 3. Why? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. Somehow, Gen 4 and Gen 5 are suddenly more lethal than Gen 3. Doesn't make any sense. At all. Especially since Glock is just Legos. You can fit Gen 3 parts on Gen 4, on Gen 5, and reverse. You just got to change a couple things. Boom, done. You can slap a Gen 3 slide on a Gen 5 frame. There's nothing changed that was that significant that warranted banning generations. But anyway, California has banned all Glocks. All future Glock sales should go into effect around July, I do believe. But following up on that, they are also making, or trying to make, background checks be a thing for detachable barrels, so pistol barrels. Okay, guy, come on, get over it. Jeez Louise. And that's what's really going to impact us selling to California, I think. And let's see if I can fix the chat. I don't think I'm getting all the messages. Or if I am, oh, there we go. Nope, yep, all right, nobody's just being talkative. Okay, so if they ban detachable barrels, we probably have to stop shipping to California because we sell barrels, we sell complete slides that have barrels in them. So we could sell those to an FFL or transfer through an FFL who would then have to transfer it to the actual purchaser. But California being as litigious as they are, if we accidentally shipped a barrel by mistake, like we're usually really good and on point about that, but let's say someone orders one and then we ship it and it turns out it's like a sting or somebody reports it or whatever, it's just safer for us as a small business to say, sorry California, sucks to be you, like you did this to yourself. Which we really don't want to do, because right now we sell to all 50 states. There's no issues. It's just this barrel thing that's going to hem us up. Like right now we don't have to do anything about threaded barrels because the states that have them banned, it's all about being part of it. You can buy them individually. So it's on the purchaser to make lawful decisions within their state. And I'm not an attorney. Go consult an attorney in your state. This is not legal advice. This is just from what we've read. So, the handful of states that suck in that regard, you've got like Washington, I think Oregon, Maryland, Massachusetts, New Jersey, New York, Washington, D.C., of course, not a state, but, you know. We're going to go pull in, we're going to go talk to this guy, but I think we'll slap up a green screen, show off some slides. If it loads, YouTube's being incredibly slow today. Don't know what's up with that. Hey, there we go. It's giving me my options now. Oh, and there go the police. Here we go. Let's see if this pops. It popped up horribly. That's awful. That's okay. We'll pop up. How about you today? This is on sale. At least the stripped variant. Minnesota. Hey, Fluffy Bunny. What's going on, man? Nathan, how you doing? Minnesota trying to pass major gun control? That sucks. Do you know in what regard? Like what they're trying to ban? And for those of you just joining us or didn't hear me earlier, we are Stiffler Manufacturing. We are doing our Glocktober sale. 15% off all of our SM19 and SM17 strip slides that are in graphite black and hunter orange. So all month long. October 1st to the 31st. That's freaking stupid, Fluffy. But I mean, so's all gun control. High cap, assault weapon, etc. Not that they could define what an assault weapon is. I'd laugh if we ever actually got like a anti-gun politician who was like Sturmgewehr. I'd laugh. But you know, that ain't never gonna happen. Okay, I'll have to pay attention to that one then, because we always got to look out for new gun laws and how it might affect how we ship to places. Like, for example, we don't ship to American Samoa, one of the U.S. territories, because they ban 9mm. You can't even own a handgun unless you're from the pre-ban times, which is like 1990. And I don't know for sure, I think if you modify your pistol, it like breaches that grandfathering in. I don't know. Either way, pistols aren't legal there unless they're grandfathered, and 9mm itself is not legal there. So there's no point in us shipping slides to American Samoa. It's common sense. Think of the children. All the time. All the time. Not that they can define what they're banning half the time. Remember that video about the barrel shroud? I'll have to show that on a live sometime, where they were banned, and part of the first assault weapons ban in the 1990s, and they could not explain what a barrel shroud was, but it was part of the legislation to ban. Like, this makes it an assault weapon. Why? Why? What does it do? And they could not answer it. These large magazine ammunition feeding devices. Oh, politicians. Don't they really just grind your gears? It's that shoulder thingy, that thing that goes up. And some of these bullets, they have an incendiary device on them, which is a heat-seeking device. Oh yeah, it's a great whole, there's a whole montage of it, of just them saying the stupidest shit about firearms. And it's like, okay, you've clearly never held a weapon, and now you're trying to pass legislation on it. You don't know the function of it, you don't know what it does, you don't know what the parts are, but you're trying to pass laws on it. Which is where engineers come in and redesign like a whole new gun to go. That's why there's California compliant guns. People went in and designed around their laws because they were stupid. Like, my favorite example of this, and this is out of Mexico, is the 38 Super, because Mexico banned ammunition that was used by the military and the police. So no 9mm, no 45. What was their compromise? 38 Super. They designed around to get around the ban. And I'd love to get a 1911 and 38 Super. They're just stupid expensive, so it kind of restricts me from doing it. Absolutely, Christopher. They absolutely are. I can't make sense of them.
A lot of the bans are stupid. I know Michigan probably had one of the dumbest ones I've seen in a while. But it looks like it got shelved back in January, so it's not a problem. But what they were trying to do was ban different colors. So like any of you who are familiar with us, we make gun slides that are in different colors. You know, you want a white slide, a purple slide, a gold slide, an orange slide, a green slide, whatever, pink slide. Doesn't matter. We make that kind of stuff. We have those options. So anything that was non-traditional, so basically not black, not can't say camo really, not forest green, not desert tan, you know, non-traditional colors or tactical colors, Michigan was trying to ban them because they're like, no, we can't have different colored guns. And it's like, that's bullshit, because years ago I remember Charter Arms came out with like his and hers pistol, or revolvers actually, but came out with his and hers. They had pink set, blue set, and then of course the traditional stainless steel and the blue. But they had pink and blue revolvers like 20, 30 years ago. Like, there's no historical thing to work with here. There's no reason to say you can't modify the color of your firearms. Yeah, they don't know what things are. They use flawed stats. They reclassify things to fit their narrative. It's entirely disingenuous. Sheila Jackson Lee is probably one of the worst. She's out of Texas. I forget the district, but she used to say like traditional AR-15s could shoot 50 cal rounds and were as heavy as 10 moving boxes, and she's a freaking liar. Like, there's no way you can be that ignorant that many years in a row, like purposefully. She's purposefully giving out misinformation. She's just a straight up liar. What about the phased plasma rifle at 40 watt range? Man, they're coming for that next. You know it. Poor Arnold. To think he used to govern that state. Actually, I think there was a guy, I remember this YouTube video from years ago. I'll have to try and find it sometime. But a guy took a bunch of fake guns, like pictures of them from sci-fi and video games, and then put them alongside some pictures of some real guns. And he's like, and which ones should we ban? And he's like, yeah, that's from Star Wars. And he's like, yeah, that's from this video game. He's like, so you don't even know what you're trying to ban. You just saw what you thought looked scary. He's like, it's not real, it's fantasy. Freaking nuts. I don't know how they do it. I don't. But for those of you that's joining us, welcome to Stiffler Manufacturing. We create slides like the one on this build you see before you. This whole month, all of our 19 and 17 strip slides are 15% off because Glocktober. So check them out on our website. And if you're looking for a new build, new slide, whatever. Yep, we're doing a big old sale this month. Biggest sale I think we've ever done, because we've never had one be a whole month long before. We've had like some be a week, 3 days, 2 days, never a whole month. So right on, Christopher. Yep, it'll be the black and the hunter orange slides. 19 or 17, all stripped, 15% off. Oh, and our orange tiger slide. So it's like an orange slide with black stripes. Kind of looks like, if you're a Bengals fan, you know, you're gonna like it. Or Tony the Tiger, you know. Let's see, this one's done. Okay, we can pull this one off. Oh, I gotta go find me a whole host of gun shops, though, that I gotta reach out to. I'm trying to find a lot of mom and pop gun shops. Somebody who wants like 2 slides, 5 slides, you know, every month or two. Doesn't have to be huge. I want to find like 50 of those businesses. Local, small town gun shops who are only going to sell a few a month. I want to start supplying those kinds of customers, you know. 131663. That'd be awesome. Oh yeah, in Minnesota, no home built or serialized. What the fuck? No home built firearms? I'm pretty sure that, you know, that's got to lose in court. America's been doing home built firearms since its inception. I mean, granted, it fell off. Like, if you go back about 10 to 20 years, there were people who were like building their own shotguns, building their own rifles, and they looked like something you might see out of like Fallout, you know, pipe guns. And some of them were really cool, and some of them were really sketchy looking, like you wouldn't trust it. But that's what it was 10 to 20 years ago. And people were like, some people were like, you know, regular firearms enthusiasts, right? We're just like, no, those guys are weird. That's like, you know, Dave in his shed out in the middle of nowhere. He's weird. He does that kind of shit. And then now there's an entire building communities rather, across the country where people are doing their own gunsmithing, where people are doing their own printing, or doing their own building, modifying, assembling. And it's grown so much more than what it used to be. Home Depot, oh yeah. I guess, yeah, they do, because I've seen some guys doing the gun buybacks. They go to Home Depot and build some pipe guns real quick, which is awesome, because, I mean, hey, you spent 20 bucks in parts and you got a $50 gift card. Gotta love that. But yeah, it's just so much bigger and wider than it used to be. And what it was is it was government cracking down on things that made people go into this. It's like the government said, it's honestly, you think they'd understand the reverse psychology. They should have seen some of that with COVID. But clearly they can't put two and two together. If you tell a bunch of Americans that they can't do something and you're not able to give logical reasons as to why, and even if you could, you're telling them no. We're Americans. We're stubborn as hell. We're going to go do it anyway. What they should have said is, here's our suggestion. We're not going to pass a law, but here's our suggestion. And then Americans might have said, maybe. But you flat out told them no, insulted them, said they're a threat to the democracy. We're a republic, by the way, not a democracy. But you say all this filth and vile, and then you expect them to listen to you and be on your side. No, they're not going to do that. They're going to go arm up and start getting a 3D printer and build their own shit because you told them no. I don't know. It makes sense to me. Like, maybe don't treat people like crap and maybe they won't go do stuff. I mean, they might still go do stuff because, you know, free American. But don't antagonize them because then you create a whole movement. Kind of like what happened with Open Carry Texas. Texas used to have some really shitty gun laws. Even though everyone's like, yeah, everything bigger in Texas, Texas and guns, you know. That was a worldwide believed concept. The reality of it was Texas actually had really stupid and shitty gun laws. And other states, like Arizona and a few others, had constitutional carry. Texas didn't. For the longest time. And it was Open Carry Texas and a few other movements that people who got hassled and harassed and aggravated went out and did a whole movement, kind of like with all the Polymer 80 style builders and stuff today, all the people doing modifications to their firearms. People were told no, they were harassed, and now there's builders everywhere. There's 3D printers all over the damn place. Maybe they should, you know, reevaluate reverse psychology. I don't know. Either way, I'm happy to see it. Every American should be armed. Every household should have a minimum of 5 firearms. That's where I'm at with it. I don't know about y'all, but I'm thinking, you know, carry pistol, concealed pistol, rifle, shotgun, and then, you know, whatever vehicle gun you feel comfortable with. Exactly. In the end, criminals don't follow laws anyway. So, yeah, that's the end of the debate. I'm not giving up my guns. Why? Because Johnny Criminal still got them. Also because I don't feel like it and I don't trust my government. And they'll say, but Stiffler Manufacturing, didn't some of you work for the government? Yes, we were military or government employees, some of us. So firsthand, no, don't trust them. Always question them. Always question your government, your elected officials. I worked for them. They're not the best. They're not the best around. I'm from the government and I'm here to help. Should make you all very worried. Plus, you know, a healthy government is a government that, you know, occasionally is afraid of its citizenry. That's like, oh, you know what? They might actually, like, rise up and riot someday, you know, because we have documents like the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution, the Federalist Papers, all those essays written by founders. They have those, and we've taught them those things. We should probably, you know, be a little chill with our citizens. I don't know, just my perspective. And then, of course, from a military perspective, you should all be armed anyway. Why? Because if we've got the largest unofficial militia on the planet, the active guard and reserve of America doesn't have to worry about protecting the homeland as often if we got to go off and go do other shit. Don't have to worry if you guys are taking care of business at home. You know, kind of like Britain during World War II, right? All their service members were overseas or guarding something, so they established something called the British Home Guard. Think about like National Guard, but with like less standards. And it was, you know, people who had served in World War I. It was people who just wanted the help, didn't have any experience with military, firearms, whatever. Some of it was engineers, people who knew how to shore up defenses. They didn't have any guns. So what did America do? U.S. citizens donated their personal firearms, rifles and shotguns, and sent them over the ocean to Britain for World War II, so they could have a home militia in case the Germans ever went over and actually invaded. And because they just did not have enough guns to arm their own military plus their citizenry. Now, of course, they fucked up at the end of the war and they destroyed everything rather than sending it back to America, with the exception of a few where there were some Americans who actually wrote addresses or social security numbers on the actual weapons themselves, and some of those got mailed back. But the rest of them, destroyed at the end of the war. They couldn't arm their own populace. Another country had to do it for them, and then at the end of the war, they destroyed those arms. And now people are getting arrested for posting on Facebook and stuff. Never forget that you have the right to have offensive speech in America, because it could offend somebody, but you're still free to say it. Now, of course, there's consequences, like your job might not be happy with what you said, as we're seeing lately in the news. But they took away their guns, they banned them further over the decades, and now people are getting arrested over Facebook posts. Just saying. Hey, Omar, what's going on, man? Just chatting about guns, laws, history. Got our sale going on all of October. 15% off all of our black strip slides and orange strip slides, because Glocktober, Halloween. Good times, good times. Trying to figure out which day we're going to go out to do some shooting in the desert. TikTok is effed. Yeah, we never started a TikTok account. We debated it, but TikTok is so freaking sensitive that we could not have an account there. Not that we're so egregious as, you know, a platform, or for what we're going to say and talk to people about. It's just the most minute of reports gets your account hemmed up. And yeah, we're just not into that. It's not worth our time. I do need to do more on Rumble, but we've been really pushing the YouTube channel as much as we can. DB, what's going on? Oh, feel free to ask any questions too. I'm just chilling here doing some paperwork from some side work I'm doing. And it looks like this guy's not showing up or whatever. I was going to go meet a guy and talk guns and slides and whatnot. That's okay. get to chill with you fine people for a minute. Boop-a-doop-ba-ba. Let's see here. Got that there. Got that there. Still working on the Glock 26. Do I like turtles? Yeah, turtles are cool. Turtle. In the glorious words of Bender, nobody messes with the turtles. Or nobody, what is it? Nobody insults the turtles. How does a rabbit lay an egg? Painfully. 83 grams. 83 grams. I never said the answers would be correct, but I will answer questions. But a woodchuck can chuck wood would be 83 grams. Let's see, what's this one here? There it is. I learned to weigh grams in high school. 83 happy people. Depends on what the grams are. Oh, there we go. But yep, it'll be all of them. The Viper, the Turbo, the Hellet, the Zoom. Every single slide. 15% off if it's black or orange. What, another one? Another ambulance, huh? And then we had a fire truck, we had a police, we had another ambulance, and there were a bunch of them earlier too. Damn. Had somebody roll his car near the shop. Blocked traffic for a little while. People gotta stop driving like fucking crazy morons. Actually, I will say one thing that annoys me about driving is the people that are overly courteous. There's traffic rules. Just follow the traffic rules. Everyone has a turn. Everyone has a place in the traffic rules, right? Like who's supposed to go, when you can turn, how do you turn. Like don't be overly courteous. If we both pull up to a light and you're the one that's supposed to go, just go. Don't hold everyone up because you think you're being a nice person. You're actually being kind of a dick because you're fucking up the traffic organization. Like there's a whole structure to it and everything works if everyone just does what they're supposed to do. But there you are, think you're oh, damn. Car just pulled out in front of me blowing smoke out their tailpipe like a motherfucker. Wonder if they put too much oil in. Hey, Zanty, what's going on? Shiny, happy people weighing grams. Whew, that smells. Are they just going to drive around like that? Probably. I knew a guy that did that. I don't know why. He just drove around with excess, like too much oil in his system. And it messed his car all up. And it's like, if you're blowing smoke out your tailpipe and that's the reason, just drain the oil. Like, I don't get why people would drive around and just fucking, I don't know. People are dumb. That said, we just had a neighbor finally decide to do their own oil changes. I mean, we always do ours because the local shop tried to charge them $150 to change oil. I was like, screw that. Crawl under your car and do it yourself. $150 for changing oil. See, I could understand like $50, maybe even 60, but $150. Because I mean, nobody wants to crawl under their car. It's not fun. It's tight. It's hot. But $150 for oil, I will change my oil every time myself. Screw that. Zanty says, smell this. Do you smell what The Rock is cooking? Besides another movie. Or maybe he's just cooking some rock. Drained 4 gallons of oil from some chick's car. She put a quart in every time. What the fuck? Oh my god. You know, I know some of them are like skit videos, but you know there are people out there that have actually put diesel in regular gas engines because they thought, well, green meant for the environment. See, man, this is why auto shop needs to be like mandatory. I don't expect everyone to be a mechanic. I don't like working on cars, but I can take care of the basics. Oh yeah, no doubt. Don J, what's going on, man? Like, I know everybody doesn't like working. Not everybody does. Like, people who know how to work on cars and like working on cars, they have a specific mind for it. A lot of people don't like working on cars, and that's fine. But you should know some basics, and knowing not to put diesel or not to put 4 gallons in your damn car, gallons of oil in your damn car, you know, just some basic information. Knowing how to change a tire, you know, checking your fluids. Rebel Spear, what's going on, man? Like, fuck. I don't get it sometimes. Okay, there we go. We got all that. We got that. All right, I guess I'll get back on the road. Screw this. Maybe I'll just head towards the shop. It's past noon and we're still not at 100 degrees. Arizona is improving. We're only at 96. Gotta love that. You check blinker fluid by popping the loudest guy in the room. Like I said, the answers might not always be correct, and you should probably consult an attorney. But you will get an answer. No, not yet, Don J. We actually don't have that many. We only have a couple from a few Gen 5s we personally own. Okay, let's see. Back on the road in a second. Oh, I don't want to get up early tomorrow, but I'm probably getting up at 4. Gotta go into the shop. How about you? You know, I know you said you tested Gen 5 pins. Is it working good for you? Now, it should work great with ours because we've actually asked a few other customers as well. Because of the modification we did to the firing pin hole, it should accommodate Gen 5s just as well as Gen 3s. Now, of course, Gen 5 uses a teardrop kind of style firing pin hole. We use a circle. On the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. My fellow road warrior, you are driving below the speed limit. Like, well below. Left mine with the Gen 5 in there. Seems to chew through cheap ammo 99% of the time. You know, I actually have to go through a guy's... I'm thinking the issue is that he's using cheap ammo. But I have to test somebody's slide coming up. Because he is getting a lot of brass shavings. And we experienced this a couple times before. And the guy had got really cheap ammo the last 2 that we saw this with. And once they just chose better ammo, not a problem. Funny enough that you mentioned that. Oh, I sing that song every time I go on the road.
Hell, I said it so much overseas, a bunch of my guys started saying it too. Oh, there's a gun store over there. They never answer their damn emails, though. I might have to just roll in there with a freaking Pelican case and just be like, hey guys, you want some slides? Oh, frick, right Irish? Yep, just dumb little sayings, stuff that just keeps you smiling. Oh, what's this? Stupid other phone. Yep, I did time on the Iraqi border. My brother did time in Afghanistan. One of our other shop employees, he's a Marine, did time in Iraq. Did some time with Canada. That was cool. Canadians are fun. Did a couple of Fed missions. One for the border, for the U.S.-Mexico border. That was weird. Then there was that COVID bullshit. Hey, thanks, Fluffy. You have a good one. Go, man. You got the green arrow. Why are you hesitant? Your hesitation's going to get someone killed. Drive with confidence, people. Drive defensively. But don't be so defensive that you can't make decisions. Let's see what it says. Blah, 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 blah. Appointment like last time. Blah, 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 blah. 923. Yeah, sure, no problem. It's just extra. Just extra hours for me, more money. Ain't gonna turn that down. Got side work. Ed, we'd greatly appreciate it, Christopher. I'd be happy to reach out to any. Or if they reach out to us, yeah. And even if they only want like 2 slides or 5 slides, something, it doesn't have to be 50 or 100 or whatever. If they only wanted a handful, we'd give them dealership rates on that. I mean, you know, if they did want to order several hundred slides, they'd get way better ratings, but you know, I'd be happy to supply shops with, you know, 1 or 2, 5, 10 slides. Because, you know, it's like that for every shop. Like, they don't know they're going to sell it. They're hoping they're going to sell it quickly. And maybe they do, maybe they don't. We've got a few vendors that pick up from us every single month, and we've got some that it's been a few months, and they're like, yeah, I've still got some in the store. Once we sell them, we'll buy more. You always kind of got to gauge what kind of community you have and what they're interested in. So I've met more than a few people that think modifying your firearms is just kind of stupid. And I'm like, well, okay, hey, I mean, that's your opinion. You're free to have it. And I know other people who just love doing it. They love having fun doing it, customizing their own personal builds or creating one from scratch. So long as we all stay 2A, that is the way. Doesn't really matter. Let's get over a little bit. Hawaii. It's always weird seeing a Hawaiian license plate because that means they literally shipped that car over. Yep, I'd be happy to work with a lot of small shops. Heck, we just sold one or two literally to one shop, and he's like, yeah, I just want to try two out. And he's like, if my customers seem interested, I'll probably buy some more. And it's like, yeah, that works. Oh, I'm gonna have to call that one shop. Oh, greatly appreciate it. Yeah, feel free to shoot us an email over at our sales email or Facebook or Instagram, whichever. Be happy to reach out to them, see if they need anything. Let's see, which road should I take? Be the easiest way to get where I need to go. It's gonna take me like half an hour to get there, but do I want to get on Italian or do I want to get on decisions? Oh yeah, it's greatly appreciated. Because I mean, you never know always who to reach out to. Like sometimes I literally pick a state and then pick a city at random, and then just like, hey, which gun stores do they have? Sometimes it works. A lot of times nobody calls you back or nobody turns emails. Quite a few actually don't have a phone number or email listed, weirdly enough. We've sent some people snail mail, and the problem with snail mail is you hope it gets there, and then a lot of the time you just wasted money on postage. Oh yeah, absolutely. Actually, I would prefer if some of them would just say no, because you reach out to them a handful of times and it's just wasting my time and their time reading the email. If they just told me no from the get-go, like, yeah, sorry, we're not interested in this, maybe try again in 6 months. Okay. But some businesses will string you along and be like, maybe we got to talk to the owner. It's like, okay, cool, I'll reach out to you in a few weeks, let us know what they think. Yeah, the owner hasn't said anything, or we weren't able to talk to him about it, and it's like, guys, if you're not interested, just say no, it's cool. Like, why are we all dancing around like this? Oh, actually, I do have to make a stop. Yeah, we'll make that stop there. Shit. Okay. All right, this will be the end for me, guys. Thank you all for chilling with us, and I have got to go make a quick stop. So, as always, thank you for the likes and subs. It's greatly appreciated. And as always, 2A is the way every day.